Hey, welcome to the channel. I'm Gene. I'm retired in Mexico, and we ask one question on this channel: do they write them and sing them like they used to? And we explore that question one video at a time. A lot of people think the old music is better, but I'm not so sure. So join me today. I got a suggestion for Big Thief, and I thought, duh, Big Thief. Like, hello, Earth to Gene, Big Thief. So that's what we're going to do today, and I have to be transparent. I have heard Big Thief before, and I have listened to their music, but I'm not real familiar with it, and I certainly don't think I've ever seen a live performance. So this is a song I may have heard or perused, but I didn't pay real close attention to it. So I think we can hit this up. So this is Big Thief Masterpiece, and I know they have a new album, but there's just that debut was, I know, was very strong. And so this is a band from Brooklyn, New York, if you're not familiar with them. And so there's a little bit of noise in the background. Some people are walking by here. There's a party down the street, but again, it's a beautiful day, and I've got this wonderful La Gloria Cubana Nicaraguan cigar puro. So let's go ahead and jump into this. All right. So this is KEXP. Their studios are just so fine. So fine. Okay. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. That voice is way up in the register. Oh, nice guitar. These are very interesting lyrics. We're going to do a deep dive. Still haven't figured out which one of them is playing bass. It looks like three guitars, but one of them has to be bass. But right away, something I noticed about this, it's all about the song. So there aren't, the musicianship is very good, but so far you don't hear anybody jumping out and taking a solo or anything of that nature. Everything's about this song. So let's keep rocking and rolling.
Filling up my throat. You gave to me when I was born, and now they're coming.
The drummer's singing too.
Laying there on the hospital bed. Your eyes were narrow, blue and red. You draw a breath and say to me, you saw the masterpiece. She looks a lot like me. Wrapping my left arm around your right, ready to walk you through.
There's the solo. So we heard that ringing guitar, that sustain, and now into the solo. Very inventive. Not do, re, mi, fa, la, si, do.
Keep you by my side. I will not give you to the tide.
He's playing really nice guitar chords. all dressed differently, right? Drummer's got shorts, guitarist got a nice shirt on, and the other guy's got the animal hat. Wow, very nice. So I did read the lyrics in advance so that I could understand them and focus more on the music. Yeah, a little short. What was that? Maybe a 2-measure guitar solo or something of that nature. And yeah, it was innovative. It wasn't, it wasn't atonal or anything. It was just an interesting choice of guitar chords. So let's jump into the lyrics here because I really. So this is a song about. It was saying it's about. Okay, it's 6 years old. Masterpiece is a powerful up-tempo song about the passing of time and of lives. On one level, it reminisces of times past, yet the song progresses. It is clear that the singer is preparing to let go of someone. So we don't know if that means their life or just the relationship, but not of their memory. Of what it is that makes them the same, even related. This is a masterpiece. So let's let's get out of there. We'll make me a little bit smaller. And the thing is, the lyrics are pretty straightforward, but they're annotated, and I want to go into some depth on them because I think there's meaning in here that I didn't pick up on first perusal. So the opening line is, "Years, days makes no difference to me, babe. You look exactly the same to me. Ain't no time. Crossing your legs inside the diner, raising your coffee to your lips, the steam." So the descriptiveness right away, right? So we get this picture. I mean, I picture a woman crossing her legs in the diner and drinking a cup of coffee. So I've said this before. I love songs that give me a little movie in my head, right? So let's see what the annotation says on this. So the verse can be read two ways. One is that the speaker, i.e. the daughter, oh, that's interesting, okay, is telling the dying Marie, i.e. the mother, that Marie doesn't look old to her. Ah, you look the same to me. No matter her advanced age. Rather, Marie in the daughter's eyes still looks as young as she did years ago when Marie was drinking coffee inside that diner. The steam detail establishes that the memory is vivid in the speaker's mind. But that's interesting. I don't know how one gets the meaning out of this. Maybe there was an interview. Somebody is annotating this with more knowledge than I have. Let me bring this over just a little bit. Another way that it can be read is that the mother's telling the daughter that the daughter still looks the same to her, no matter how grown the daughter is. In other words, the daughter is still her babe. Ain't no time can be read as in no time, making the last two lines basically, in no time you were grown enough to be in the diner crossing your legs and drinking coffee. That's an interesting interpretation. I kind of like that direction. Either could be correct, right? But I kind of like that idea of you're crossing your legs and you're drinking coffee, so you're not a girl anymore. You saw the masterpiece. She looks a lot like you, wrapping her left arm around your right. Again, very descriptive. Ready to walk you through the night. Let's see. So these first three stanzas are a brilliant retelling of what happened to Adrienne and her father in the early stages of her career. He looked at her as a commodity. He knows she's just a child, but he's making excuses because she's his way out of his life. Not sure what the annotator means by that. She's conveying that he realized she wasn't ready for this life, but he was convincing himself that she was a grown adult, crossed her legs, drank coffee. Yeah. So verse 2 here is, you whisper to a restless ear, can you get me out of here? The place smells like piss and beer. Can you get me out? You were asking me how to get you free. I only know the recipe to Rome. Now that's a great line to say, I don't know how to get you free, but I'm a wanderer, right? Lord, I was born a rambling man, or a rambling woman. And okay, so it's giving us the same annotation. They still don't say what the masterpiece is, per se. I mean, I can conjecture, but you saw the masterpiece, so was that a person? Obviously, she looks a lot like you. Wrapping her left arm, okay. Verse 3, old stars filling up my throat, you gave them to me when I was born. Now, you'd think it's the daughter talking to the mother. Old stars filling up my throat. Yeah, not sure what that means. You gave them to me when I was born. Now they're coming out, laying there on the hospital bed. Eyes were narrow, blue, and red. You took a draw of breath and you said to me, draw a breath maybe because the person's short of breath. I believe this song is about her father, who was a musician himself and acted as her manager in her early career. A masterpiece is reminiscent of her solo song, Indiana. She's the masterpiece he always wanted to be, and who he hopes to mold her into. So you saw the mess, yeah. Old stars filling up my throat, which is a direct commentary on the father passing down his talent. His dreams of stardom to her. The following lyrics show him on a hospital bed, and then the lyric changes to you saw the masterpiece. Mythological beauty. Yeah, so there's some redundancy in here. So leaving with her to go on the road will free him from his life and his responsibility. She says, I only know the recipe to Rome, which is what he taught her. Oh, okay, very interesting. She spent her childhood moving around without a home or stable environment. Now, see, I took it to mean the wandering eye, right? Father moved to Nashville. See if there's a reference to the red and the blue. No, there's not. So they repeat the chorus. Old friends, this is verse 4. Old friends, old mothers, dogs, and brothers. There's only so much letting go you can ask someone to do. And I love that line because everybody has a limit. You hear people say it in all sorts of different ways. Like, sometimes I hear people say, I'm not a religious person, but I hear people say, God won't give you more than you can handle, or, whatever. And so there's always that limit, and sometimes if pain is too much, we pass out. So likewise, letting go. When you're trying to let go, if it gets too emotional, there's a ceiling or a limit to that. So I keep you by my side, I will not give you to the tide, I'll even walk you in my stride, Marie. Because I saw the masterpiece, she looks a lot like you. See, I understand this part about you can see it both ways, from the mother to the daughter, or daughter to the mother. And I said earlier that I liked the mother to daughter interpretation. Now I like the daughter to mother interpretation. So I hope you allow me to change my mind. This is great. I saw the masterpiece, the mother. She looks a lot like you do, wrapping your left arm around my right, ready to walk me through the night. So clearly this is autobiographical, and it gives the song a lot more power. Possibly the strongest thing about this song is the melody. So I found myself starting to hum along. It's just a nice tune, so I can see how it's a grower. Like if I listen to this more and more, I'll just like the song more with each listen. So as I mentioned, the musicianship isn't necessarily anything to discuss in detail because it supports the song. And that's great, because the song is the most important thing. Great tune, just great tune. I'm looking at I guess probably an A here. So thank you for suggesting Big Thief. We'll keep the video short. I think the lyrics were the main thing and the melody. Good performance. I just love the KEXP Studios, and thanks for joining me. And suggestions, always welcome to hear your suggestions. What I'm looking for is some things that you want to hit, that you want to see, new bands. Right now, in an attempt to grow the channel, I'm trying to create some diversity. I don't want to do the same 3-4 bands in the early going, but many of the bands you've asked me to hit up for a second or third time, it's in the queue. We'll get around to it, and I appreciate your patience. And the channel is growing magnificently. I'm heartwarmed. I'm really heartwarmed. And to my friends in Argentina, I think the next song we're going to hit is an Argentinian artist, so stay tuned. And as we say here in Mexico, buen dia.